So this is why when you look at a channel, you don't actually review a channel and not actually look at the channel. Because otherwise you're going to implicate yourself and make yourself look badly. So when you basically talk about a channel, you have to know what you're talking about. Otherwise you could be coming across something that will affect you, which in this case it did. So I said this several times. My mother and father, they were married, but my father died before I was born. And I have no qualms about that, but like, if we're talking about how he went and why he died, well, it was because a black man, a dark-skinned black man like you, wanted to try and murder him because they don't like black people, they don't like themselves, they don't like black men, they love to attack themselves, they love to hurt themselves, you see. So, if we're talking about that, I guess we could talk about black on black crime and the self-hate within black men like you. This is why you prefer light skin. You prefer light skin because you hate your own dark skin. You hate your own image. And it's like, that's why you perpetuate more murders upon your own people and your own men more than any other people. You love white men way more than you love black men because you want to be a white man. So, we didn't even have to go there. I'm not the type to really talk about black on black crime like that, and I don't really talk about black men being violent on here because to me, we should fix the problem, but we don't have to attack black men for that because I feel like they are our people too. I might not have any dark skinned black men in my family, but I understand they're still a part of my race. So that's my perspective on that. You see, I wanted to also talk about you guys. Because like, you keep trying to make my life like yours. I don't even talk like you. For one, you guys talk like you're extremely from a deep ghetto or hood. That's how you talk. And you don't seem to have good self-awareness that you acting completely ghetto and low life will make it seem like you're not. And it's so weird. Like, it's like, obviously you are because you're talking like that. You're acting like that. And on top of it, Bossy, for example, she specifically says that she has daddy issues. She says that she's been with men who had daddy issues. She comes from a family that is ghetto and hood. You can listen to how she talks, and she said that her family is from the ghetto. And they fit in with the ghetto people. See, some black people can be poor, and they still won't fit in with ghetto black people because they come from different types of families. See, there are white people and white trash. There are ghetto black people and there are black people. That's how society is. Black people aren't all ghetto like you. I'm sorry. You guys are ghetto, but I'm not. It's just what it is. In my family, we do not have any single mother or father abandonment in the family. That's not one of the problems we have. That's just not one of them. Um, So, I specifically talked about that with my mother anyway, how she does not. My mother doesn't like relationships, really. My mother doesn't really like marriage. She thinks that men will probably be a problem more than she thinks they're a good thing. And you can't blame her, really. With her first situation with my father and my mother's parents, they were involved with each other, by the way, they were married. She was not a bastard. So, I mean, that's just my perspective on it. I've talked about this a bit too, because I'm like, I think that's why my perspective on marriage is different than what a lot of other people say on that, really. Because I think, when you have a situation like Bossy's, for example, where she doesn't have a dad, or her dad did her wrong, or she doesn't like her dad. She lets black men abuse her, use her, and she has hangups and anger towards black men. Then you will find that, she's gonna have videos where she has anger and hate towards black men. I don't particularly have that. I have a situation where I've never seen you kind of like situation. Like when I was developing my sexuality, I didn't see you. So if I didn't see you, how am I supposed to be sexually attracted to you? All I saw that looked anything like you were black women because my mother is a dark skinned black woman. So that's the only thing similar to what you basically are. So I don't have that in my sexuality. It's not a hate situation. I don't have any hate for black men. I don't. But so that was basically, I think a good manifestation of the ghetto, low class families that these two came from, you know. And then on top of it, I really wanted to talk about was the channels. So, yeah, you been paying attention to our channels? The difference between our channels in growth. If you look at your views and you look at my views, I'm a hardworking girl. That's the difference between you and I. I'm a very hardworking girl. I love to do those videos. And the thing is, for me, it's not work. Because maybe for you, you're talking about getting monetized and speaking on a platform for a specific monetary gain. I'm not. I'm not. So that's why my views are actually more than yours over the past summer. Over the past summer, since June 5th, out of all the new videos that we have made, I've made close to 10,000 more views than you. I started out with 20,000 views, and I'm now very, very close to 70,000 views. You started out with, I think, a little bit below 60,000 views, and then you ended up with like 97,000 views, 98, something like that. Um, so you have 40,000 views, sorry, and I have 50,000 views or close to it. So I have more views than you. Now, are you talking about subscribers? You guys always get so hung up on subscribers because you want money, basically. And so you just care about getting money. I don't care about getting money. If that happened, then cool. I wouldn't even know or understand, like, why I would be doing all this just for money. Don't you have a regular job? Or is it really not paying off? Is the camming and the phone sense just not paying off or something? Like, why? But, I mean, like, that's one thing. I mean, like, we're doing this for different reasons. I'm doing this because this is really my opinion and I like doing it. You are doing it just for money. And so that kind of talks about the last part of what I want to say here. I basically do my channel because I'm a maverick. I'm a person who says what I want to say and what I believe, and that's just how it is. I see things the way I see it, and I don't really hold any, like idea of like how is this going to make these people feel or those people feel. I don't consider that. I don't. I consider what I thought about the situation and what my opinion was, then I put it on YouTube. If I was trying to get monetized like you, I'd be concerned about how to speak to appeal to this side or that side. That's why you were trying to speak to um, talk in a way that can like be appealing to like black men haters and things of that nature, or people who are wanting to say light is right and things of that nature. Like I am not of that mentality. I am of the mentality where I'm like, I'm going to make my channel because I want this platform. And I've always wanted to just have my platform and speak. The thing is, what upsets you is this: I can be myself. I don't answer to any sector of YouTube. And because of that, I don't have a situation where there's something that I won't say. Basically, I will say anything that I feel I want to say at the time because this is my YouTube channel. I mean, it's not for money, it's just for me to speak and share my opinion. And apparently, there are more people this summer that wanted to hear from me than you. That's just the cold hard truth. Now, that's not my fault. I didn't do anything about that. Yeah, that's not my fault that more people wanted to talk about or hear me talk about it. Maybe they thought that what I had to say was actually the truth, and you were just scheming to get money. Maybe we don't even know what you really believe. But at the end of the day, I'm a maverick. My channel has more views than yours when it comes to this last summer, and actually over the whole period of time, because I've only had my channel a year and you've had it for 3 years. So thanks and bye.